Hello, and welcome to this video in the series of videos of how you, as a judge or court staff, can navigate through the platform for the 24/7 on courts. In this particular video, in the series of videos, the module that will be covered is how you can scrutinize a case that has been filed by an advocate or a party. The several tasks that will be covered in this video are how you can view and open a case that is due for scrutiny before the court, how you can edit the name of a case, how you can mark defects in a case, including actioning out system flag defects, how you can edit and delete a defect that you have already marked, how you can review documents and mark defects against them, and post marking of all defects, how you can send back a case file to the advocate or the party. We will also see how, in case there are no defects in the case file, how you can forward it to the judge for their review and registration. With that, let us begin. The role of scrutiny is to be done by the general courtroom manager or the junior superintendent. For this, the login of the FSO can be used. The username and password will be provided along with the details of the platform. These can be inputted along with selecting the city. Then on the login page, click Continue to proceed. This will take you to the home screen of the FSO. As discussed in the module of the home screen, on the left-hand side, there will be a table with all cases that are due for scrutiny. Within this table, open the case that you would like to scrutinize by clicking on it. Here, as you open the case, on the left-hand side, you will be able to see all of the sections in the case file, the number of errors against each. The total number of errors in the case file will be displayed at the bottom left. And on the right hand side, there will be a checklist that you can look at to verify which of the details in the case file are correct and which are those that need correction and will have to be marked as defects. With that, the first task has been completed. The next task at this stage may be to edit the name of the case. For this, you will see at the top of the case the headline of review case along with the case name. To edit the case, click on the edit icon next to the case name. This will open a pop-up with the case name filled in based on the complainant and the accused name. Then, based on the court requirement or the request submitted by the party, you can edit the case name. Once you have made the requisite change, click on the confirm button and notice how the case name in the header will get updated. The case will then carry this name throughout. With that, the second task has also been completed. The next task in the module is to mark defects in a case. To mark a defect, you will have to navigate through the case file and check across all details. Note that here, under the case specific details, the payee name on the check does not match the complainant name. Hence, a defect is being raised. Enter the defect description in the provided text box. Then click on Mark Defect and notice how the field gets updated in red and a flag is created. Next, you can also action on defects on documents. Some of these defects will be caught and flagged by the system as potential errors. Click on the flag icon, and in this case, the defect description will already be auto-populated. You can also enhance the description by changing the text. Then, click on the Confirm Error button to proceed and see how the flag is generated. With that, the next task of marking defects in a case or actioning system flag defects has also been completed. In order to edit or delete a defect that has already been marked, click on the Edit icon on the red panel. You can change the text and click on the Update button to update the flag. Or you can also click on the Delete button to completely delete the flag. In this case, you will have to confirm your action to ensure that you are not wrongly deleting a flag. You can also review documents in the case in detail by clicking on them to open up and reading through them. You can compare this against the fields. A defect on a document can also be marked on this view by clicking on the flag on the right corner. The process is the same as clicking or generating any other flag. Click on the cross icon to exit the zoomed in view of the document. In case the details of a document do not mark or meet with the section details, you can also create a flag for the entire section. Here it is possible that the debt document of the lease does not match the details covered in the field, that the debt was for partial liability and of a different amount. Here you can mark the section as a defect, input the defect description, and then click on the Mark Defect button to save the system defect. Lastly, notice that once all of the defects in the case have been marked and the entire file has been reviewed, the button for Send Back for Correction will be available. Even if there is one defect or error that has been marked, the Send Back for Correction button will be available. Click on it. The system will let you know how many defects you have marked in the case file. Confirm this number, review the checklist if needed, and then click on the Confirm button to send the case file back to the advocate or to the party for correction of any defects. Note that as you review a case file, it is also possible that there are no defects across the entire thing. In this case, if no error is marked in a particular case file, the button that will be enabled on the bottom right corner is that to forward it to the judge. Click on the Forward to Judge button if there are no defects. Ensure that you have reviewed the case file thoroughly and also view the checklist again if needed. Confirm that there are no defects by clicking on the Confirm button, and the case will be sent to the judge dashboard for registration. With that, we have come to the end of the video on scrutiny, that is, marking of defects. We have covered how you can, from your dashboard, view and open a case that is due for scrutiny, edit its name, mark defects in a case and action on system flag defects, mark defects against documentation in the case, edit or delete a defect that you have already marked, and then at the end, based on all defects, send the case file back to the advocate or litigant for correction. We have also seen how you can forward the case file to the judge in case there are no defects. Thank you.